Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to the Venusian Light Tarot. So today I am here to do a collective message. This is going to be a specific message for a specific group of people. This is a channeled message. So if you do feel drawn in any kind of way to the title, to the thumbnail, or if this pops up randomly, then it could be for you. I am setting the intention here with Spirit that this reading will find a group of souls who needs to hear it. So of course, just trust your intuition and just take what resonates. These are specific readings. And also towards the end of the reading, I will go over some very specific things that I was channeling for if this could be for you. So little hints or clues, names, things like that. Okay, so as I said, this is channeled. This is what I pick up on in my meditation for a group of people. Okay, so the first thing that they showed me when I was tuning in, they showed me somebody almost like at the bottom of a well. And I was getting this very emotional energy coming through. And I was hearing, this is your rise up and this is your release. And again, it felt very emotional. It felt like this deep emotional well was something that is rising to the surface or coming up or about to come out. It's as if for whoever this is for, you are going through a very huge spiritual release. And so again, I'll go into some details for what you may be experiencing if this is going to resonate, but this is definitely going to be for a lot of you who feel like you're coming out of a very difficult storm. And this reading feels to be more of like an inner turmoil or an inner experience. It's like the workings of somebody's inner world and their spiritual journey, their spiritual experience, even if it is triggered or kind of revolving around something outside. This is definitely somebody's inner world and inner landscape, which is why they showed me somebody at the bottom of the well, something very deeply buried. So after they showed me that, and after I heard, this is your rise up, this is your release, I heard, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay to come out, is what I heard. And again, it felt like there's this almost like a balancing that's coming forth here for somebody. And I do feel like this is possibly for some, this may not resonate with everyone. I heard the spell is now broken. And they almost showed me something that was like keeping somebody at the bottom of that well, like almost if you were tied to something, or if somebody was tugging on you, or something was kind of like tugging on you. So that may not resonate with everyone, but there could be some kind of curse, some sort of, I was also hearing bad luck is broken. So if it is some kind of spell work or curse, it could be, but I do also feel like this could be a bit more complex, having to do with, for whoever this is going to be for, you've been able to like face some storm, and it's like the truth is now being released. You're breaking free, you're breaking those chains, and something is allowing this to happen. So either a truth that is about to come in, I did also hear that, a truth that is about to come in that you've been waiting for. And they showed me a crystal ball with that. So it could be more of like something you're seeing about your situation, something you're seeing about yourself, something that feels like it's more of, again, like your own maybe intuition. So this would feel like this kind of like maybe even rising to the surface. A lot of energies right now rising to the surface. And I'm hearing this is an inner process confirmation. And one of the specifics I will actually mention now, that for, if this is for you, you may have been feeling that you've been asking yourself, like, I don't know what's been happening to me, or why have I been feeling this? Why have I been crying? Or why have I been feeling so emotional? And it's something kind of like stuck in like the throat chakra, the heart chakra. You may have even been feeling like you want to get something out of you. You want to speak something. There's a small potential here that this could be also like a vice versa, or somebody else is also feeling this, maybe somebody who you're very connected to. Because I was picking up on a bit of possibly something about wanting to speak to somebody or let the emotions out. So if that resonates with someone specifically, maybe you feel like you need to get something out of you. You need to say something to somebody. You need to kind of like get that sort of lump in your throat out by speaking it, by coming out of the well. But it could possibly be that this will be set free by somebody speaking to you, by somebody giving you the truth that you've been waiting for, is going to create like a ripple movement for you to come out of the well, to kind of rise up and come out of the storm. So it's safe to come out now. It's safe to face this, okay? And then they showed me something with Mother Nature. And I was hearing like a force of nature that we can't control, facing the storm facing the storm with calm. So taming the beast and taming the emotions. So with the energy of like Mother Nature, it's something that, again, we don't have control over, but with the reference of Mother Nature, it seems to be coming from, again, like within. So some kind of like raging storm that could be happening for you, or you've come out of that recently. And maybe things will sort of shift or shake up around you that could create this to happen. And they were showing this kind of image of a person who was shaking their body and shaking their head really quickly, like very quickly, almost like if it was like a shivering. But what that was doing is it was releasing all of this pent up energy, things that we are either rising to the surface or will be rising to the surface and will be triggered here if it hasn't yet. So if you're doing this through your own process, or if it's coming through some other kind of truth, it will depend, I feel, for everyone, but this feels like it's, again, like a confirmation for what you're experiencing is a huge spiritual release. And it feels almost like that, just expelling of all of that energy that's been weighted down and deeply buried. And lastly, they were showing me as well, to kind of go with this, what looked to be a plane flying lower than the storm. And I heard flying safely under the radar. And that's the reference of like, it's safe to come out now. You have somehow or another surpassed this storm. And it's like, you know, again, this feels like it could be a bit out there or a bit deep. I can't really pick up on what happens with this or what exactly triggered this. It could be sort of, again, with the spell being broken, that whatever's been like hijacking your energy, or whatever has been somehow tugging on you or affecting you or creating resistance, or a cycle that you've been involved in, something trying to keep you at the bottom of that well that feels like it was either not your own energy, or it was intermixed or entangled in a process that had to be moved through. And so it's now like you've flown under the radar, and you are now in the safe zone. Like you've kind of arrived into a safe zone, and now you can come out of that plane, or you can come out of that that well. But I don't feel like you're still in the well. This is like you're about to come out of that. So it's more of like you're moving into territory that is safe for you now to emerge as yourself, or to rise all of this up to the surface. Okay. Yeah, something that has been tugging on you is now gone. Something that has been affecting you is now gone. And it's almost created this sort of snap here into better luck. If you've been having bad luck, or if this has been against maybe some type of spell or curse or karmic cycle, something like that, the truth will come through for you to be released from this. Things are balancing out now, is also what I was hearing. There's a balancing of things. Okay, so yeah, I'll go into the specifics now, but just to summarize it, that's what I'm getting. It's okay to come out. This is your time to rise up. This is your release. This is your big release. And it's okay to also feel your emotions if you feel like sharing them, letting them out, crying, saying something to somebody, or just knowing that this kind of like force of Mother Nature is ready to rip through, so that you can tame this and that it won't control you anymore. So they keep saying that you can come out now. You can come out now. So whatever that's going to mean for everyone, you can it's safe to come out now. You don't have to keep that all within. You don't have to bury all of that deeply down, okay? Or if you've been trying to make sense of something, I do feel like you will soon have that clarity or truth or sense to where you won't feel so oppressed by it, or you won't feel like you're trapped at the bottom of the well with no rope up, no rescue up. You're safely flying under the radar. So some of the specific things I was getting here to how this may connect the dots with you, I was getting something again with the throat chakra, the heart chakra, but I was also getting like a root chakra and a sacral chakra release. So however you're releasing the energy in that area, I feel like some of you are doing that, or you've recently done something that has released the energy around the root chakra and the sacral chakra. So you may be experiencing, it could be like digestive issues, it could be something that just allows it to release, whatever that's going to be for you. I was also getting something with foot pain. So if you've been having a foot pain, maybe a sharp pain or an ache, that can connect to the root chakra. Also, if you've been sad, if you've been crying, if you've been having some kind of inner turmoil that maybe you can't put your finger on, or perhaps you've dealt with it for a while. Something about a hawk kept coming through. So maybe you've been seeing a hawk, or the hawk is your guide. You have been connecting to the hawk spirit. Also birds in general. So maybe you feel drawn to kind of look up and there's a big bird flying by, or you have seen, a bird in meditation, something with birds, but specifically hawks, maybe even eagles as well. Also, I was being shown, and again, this won't be for everyone, but something with light skin, light hair, or blonde hair. So if you do have blonde hair, if you're very fair-skinned, this could be an extra confirmation for you. But I also sort of felt that it could also be something about some of you being a starseed, specifically maybe a Pleiadian starseed, okay? Something with that I was being shown, but these do not have to resonate. I forgot to say, just take what does. If they don't connect with you, the specific details, it doesn't mean that it's not for you. It could just be very specific for some people. So yeah, blonde hair, something tugging on you. Also, I was hearing the Holy Spirit. This feels to be a very spiritual experience. So maybe you connect with the Holy Spirit. Maybe you are following some sort of religion, or you have prayed maybe to God recently. Something feels like it's a big spiritual release connected to your highest faith. Was also getting something with pearls. Okay, so I don't know if you wear pearls or if you felt drawn to some pearls. You may also, this could be for you if you've been feeling some kind of urge to clean or to tidy up. Maybe you've been frustrated at the clutter around your home, or you feel like you need to clean your living space. Maybe you feel called to, move even, or just have some kind of restart. It's because of this. And yeah, I was getting if you're experiencing some kind of like shaking or energy movement in your body, maybe if you're meditating or if you're doing some kind of breath work or yoga, there could be a releasing happening that you're feeling in your body. And then I was getting the names Connie or Connor, Spencer, Bethany, and names that start with F as in foot, and C names. So we did say Connie or Connor, and other C names. And so, I don't know if I already mentioned something with a bracelet. If you wear bracelets that are made of crystals, so I don't know if you picked that up recently, or if that's just like you wear that every day, or maybe you set an intention with some kind of crystal bracelet. There's something to where you wear those, or you, I don't know, feel drawn to wear those right now, or you make those, or something like that with a crystal bracelet I was getting. And yeah, I already mentioned before that this would be for some of you who don't know what's been happening to you. So maybe you need this kind of like message or confirmation for what am I experiencing? Why is this happening to me? Or why am I feeling this emotional? Or why am I feeling that I'm going through this like huge shift right now? Maybe feeling that there's things that are being unearthed emotionally. okay, or kind of realizing that something has kept you almost like tethered or tied and you're becoming more aware of it, it's going to break free. It's trying to break free. So yeah, I will leave it here. I think that's all I have here. So I hope that this was resonant for whoever it is meant for. I hope this could find who it's meant for. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below. Let me know if this resonates with you. I'd love to hear. And I'm also seeing 222, not on the timer, but just in my mind's eye before we go here. So 222, if you see that today, this could be a sign for you. But yeah, I'll talk to you next time. Take care and lots of love.